So, how do you make yourself kinder? Obviously, there are so many things we do in our life that are socialized. We learn them from our parents, from our social interactions, from schools. So, chances are kindness itself is a learned practice. That means if we are willing, we can teach ourselves to be kind, right? And there are many ways of doing it, like just by reflecting on the world and our role in it could make you do that. But if you're one of those people who has to methodically approach a life developmental project, right, then, I might have a tentative method, right, which I've adapted from my design training practices. And what that is that keep a rough catalog on your phone or a small notebook. Keep a kindness log. Let's say do it for a month, every single day. On one page, record all major or minor acts of kindness that you have received. It could be a smile as you walked someone by, someone holding the door for you, or a phone service person helping you with a complex problem, your bank clerk, from small to large, right? Keep a record of them. You don't even have to write copious notes, just jot them down, number them, right? For 2 weeks, a month. And on the other side of the page, record your interactions, your kind gestures, your kind words, your kind acts. And then by the end of this personal experiment, just tabulate. How many acts of kindness have you received over 2 weeks or a month? How many acts of kindness have you passed on to others? Now, the idea is not to do the math and then blame yourself. Now, that would totally defeat the purpose. The idea is to maybe once in your life consciously try to record how many acts of kindness and generosity we receive in any given time, and then unintentionally, without planning it, how many do we hand out to others? And by the end of the experiment, you would know your deficit or your excess. You would know that you'll be able to tell yourself, I have actually returned double the amount of kindness is done to me this month, or I've at least returned enough to even the balance, or by and large people have been kind to me, but I can't show much for my own actions, right? And the idea is that when you catalog it as an experiment for 2 weeks or a month, that it will encourage you to internalize this idea, not think all the time that I have to be kind. Internalize this idea that life loves reciprocation, and that when you do that, you feel better about yourself. You feel better about the world. So this is one technique that I used to use for myself when I was younger, and it really helped me at that time. The only thing to be cautious about is that don't use it to blame yourself. Don't use it to convince yourself that you're not a good person. Now that would defeat the whole purpose. The purpose is to roughly catalog these interactions and see how many kind interactions have we added to the world. And it doesn't have to be human beings. It's being kind to an animal, taking care of a tree, right? Fixing a hedge, doing something kind to the planet, recycling. Anything that you can count as something altruistic that makes this world better in a little way, right? Makes life less stressful for someone, or your actions less destructive to the planet. Define it as loosely as possible, but keep a catalog, keep a journal, and then you'll have statistics, right? You'll have numbers, instances that you can build on, and first consciously try to think of it and even it out, and then you'll start doing it unconsciously. So I hope this brief foray into a sort of a technical mode of training yourself to be kind helps. Let me know through the course messaging system if you tried it and if it worked for you, or if you have some better suggestions. Obviously, absolutely share those with me so that I can learn and then I can pass those on to others. Thank you so much.